Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wayne Dupree Show. I'm your host, Wayne Dupree, here on War Radio. We are America Radio, broadcasting, simulcasting actually, through the Right Side Broadcasting Network, also on WCCD AM 1000 out of the greater Cleveland area, also on Spreaker.com. Thank you for all my Spreaker bots. Well, my Spreaker patriots. I'm not even going to call you bots after what I saw last night. And also CRN Digital Talk 1 out on the West Coast, national syndication. Thank you for allowing us to participate on your program. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here making it happen, making it do what it do. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Those that are watching us from Facebook, those that are watching us from Twitter. You know, actually, I had let me introduce my co-host from the South Coast, the Southern Coast. My co-host from the Southern Coast, the Georgia Peach herself, Miss Stacey Rush. What's up, Stace?
Good evening, Mr. Dupree and Hutch Bailey Jr. I hope you guys are doing well, and everyone listening, it's a pleasure to be with you tonight.
And let's see. Well, let me see if Hutch is ready yet, because let's see, called him a couple times. He wasn't up there. No, he's busy. His computer looks like it's busy right now. So, Hutch, if you can hear me right now, your computer is busy. Somebody get a word to Hutch to let him know that his computer is busy. Okay, Stacy, what a weekend, man! What a weekend. We have Trump supporters out there that marched this weekend. I missed it. I thought it was next weekend. So, Linda Danger, please don't be angry at me. I really thought it was next weekend, and I was doing something. I was doing something else actually, and it turns out that it was this weekend. So, but I was still, Stacy, I was still able to catch the Men in Black. I was still able to catch them getting their ass whooped.
It's just, it's so disgusting to me how, you're a peaceful protester out there on the Trump side,
Mm-hmm.
and you get nothing but violence from the other. And yet the media out there would have everybody out there believing that the Trump fans or Trump supporters are the ones who are out there causing all the violence. It's absolutely insane to me.
That's true. That's true. And, they have a name now. They have a name. The name is Antifa. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what Antifa is. It sounds like
a Palestinian, leader or something.
You know what? I was getting ready to say it sounds like one of those Black Panther women in the back. I mean, in the 60s. Antifa! Black power! Kind of like that. But no, they put out a video at Boston. That was Boston Antifa. Put out a video on how to dress, what to wear, how to protect yourself. I was like, y'all can't be serious. Y'all can't be serious. Y'all are doing this. Y'all really can't be serious. See, Hutch is trying to call in. Let me see if I can add him in.
Yeah, it's just, I'm constantly and always completely amazed at how low the left will go. It never seems to be low enough or dumb enough.
They put out a video on how to dress up in the black stuff and how to protect themselves.
Because the Trump people are going to be coming out and whooping your butt left and right. Y'all get ready.
That, you know what? Hutch and myself, and I even think you kind of talked about it a little bit. But those that are watching the show right now, remember I told you, let them draw a little bit of blood. They running home. They running home. Did you see old boy go down for the count? Old boy was down for the count. I mean,
he was scared too.
His face
he was scared. It was like, dude has a flagpole, man. What am I going to do?
He's got to run away from the American flag.
I mean, his face was like, and what you gonna? And the next thing you know, he was going backwards, and then the guy just jumped on him and started wailing. I was like, yeah, that's how you do it. That's textbook right there.
And you look at these people, and they're these little skinny, like college student not the football team. Now I'm talking about like the environmentalists in the college.
You're
that
talking
are
about
going
the
around-
skinny jeans boys.
Yeah, right, exactly. They're with the man bun and all that,
Mhm.
and they're making all this trouble. And I'm thinking about the 250-pound dude I know that's back at the house going, Let him come out of the house.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Let these guys come out of the house, and it's going to be. I mean, it won't even be fair.
No,
Ladies,
not at all.
ladies and gentlemen, that sultry voice that you hear right there is the Godfather of War Radio, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. Yeah,
Good evening, everyone. And good evening, Mr. Dupree and Miss Rush. I don't know what happened with my NSA infiltrated Skype program, but apparently I shut everything off and started it back up, and here we be.
I want to give a shout out to my little sister, and I had a long talk with her today. She was on last week. I'm talking about Kaya Jones, and she is. If you can, y'all check her out tomorrow. She's doing an AMA Reddit, so she'll be taking your questions, and she'll be answering your questions on AMA Reddit. Remember, Kaya Jones used to be part of the Pussycat Dolls, that nationally, the national group that went around the world and sang, and now she's doing her own thing. She's out there in Vegas getting ready to do her own show too, as a matter of fact. But she came out for Trump, and she's been taking a whole lot of abuse and taking a whole lot of attack, but she's standing up, just like Joy Vila and some other major music stars and stuff like that. So support her tomorrow on AMA Reddit. Now, getting back to the ass whooping that we saw. I was surprised. I was really surprised, and it was something that we had been talking about for a long time. We have actually been wanting this to happen. I mean,
True.
I mean, I've seen some people get on social media. Well, I don't condone violence. No, I condone this. I condone the taking of the other person's manhood by fighting back. Because I put the video on my Facebook page, and come to find out, there was a young woman who was a friend, or the friend. There was a person that responded to the video saying that he was friends with the young woman who was being attacked by Antifa on that video. And he thanked me for putting the video up as quick as I did. But, my thing is, you put it up, you show them getting their tail whooped. That means that, have you ever seen that before? Of them getting their tail whooped? No, you haven't. So guess what? Now it's on. It's
Yep.
on. Right?
That's right.
It's on.
That's right. And they want to escalate it. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we actually have guns to bring, unlike
I wasn't gonna
Barack
use that
Hussein
word.
Obama.
I wasn't going to use that word, but I'm saying you want to escalate it? Go ahead and do that. Just go ahead. Because I'll show you a battalion of 13-year-old girls that never miss.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you them. They're there. We got them. You don't have them. We got them.
Yep.
Because you don't let your kids go anywhere near it.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean? We teach our kids.
Yeah. Y'all.
That's a fact.
And what was it? And don't forget to put your phone number on the inside of your arm. When I saw that, man, I was like, y'all have got to be okay. All right, bet. I mean,
It's coming too.
I know it.
You're going to see the entire Occupy Wall Street group, the ones that are that are still on the Parents Trust Fund. They're going to be out there because the weather's getting warm. They couldn't handle it during the winter, even though this wasn't even a winter. But they couldn't handle it. But now, when the weather starts getting nice, oh yeah, yep, they're going to be out there again, and they're going to be all anti-Trump, and it's going to be great. Bring it.
I've been waiting for it. Seriously, I've been waiting for. I mean, and honestly, I can't wait. I don't know how bad this is. I can't wait for blood to be.
I have to admit,
for real.
I mean, it's like you look at the years of this abuse that we've taken, and I don't want to say in silence, because we bought like real cool microphones to make sure we weren't silent. You know? But you know what I mean. I mean, we're in the background,
Right.
and it's like, you know what? Look at this, man. These men are pepper spraying women.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
they're breaking in to Starbucks that has their back.
And it didn't, you know what, honestly, you really want to know the truth? It didn't start with Trump. It started with the Tea Party movement.
True.
Okay? I mean, I told you, let's go back. Let's go back and tell the truth about this. It started with the Tea Party movement when Nancy Pelosi and her darker half, Maxine Waters, got up there and they were calling the Tea Party movement mobsters, you know, and
AstroTurf.
AstroTurf and threatening people when they were going to these marches and stuff like that, and calling them racist and doing all that stuff. But now, I mean, it's morphed into a more violent group they named themselves Antifa.
But they're not good at it.
I know they're not good at. Well, yeah,
You know,
well,
they don't really hurt any. I mean, they give a guy a little cut right here, and they throw an egg in a woman's face.
yeah,
You know, but you know they're just amateurs.
big time amateurs, big time.
Well, I don't know about that, only because I just thinking about Inauguration Day and some of that. I mean, they're good at the property damage piece of it, I guess I should say.
Starbucks,
Right.
You know, and so maybe definitely not the hand to hand, type of thing. And the only thing that concerns me about that whole thing is, unfortunately, just how it will be portrayed, right? Because the second that we lift our hands and fight back, and we actually do damage, where the skinny jean wearing little boys won't be able to do damage.
It's both his kneecaps blown up. Yeah.
I know, exactly. Then all of a sudden it's our fault, for fighting back.
I'll take that.
I'll
You know,
take that
you know,
too. Yeah.
The good part about it is you're starting to see something now. Now that the Obama Justice Department is gone, you're starting to see cops go off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And ICE.
you actually saw that at the inauguration.
And ICE.
Yeah. But one of the most beautiful events that I saw was when they were at the inauguration and they were cornering this. They were in this street in D.C. somewhere. And, man, the cops came up and just started body slamming people. It was like, ooh, yeah. I'm watching this because police in general are alpha males and alpha females, if there is such a thing. They're really fired up people, and they love their country, and they're Trump supporters, almost to a man.
And now they know that somebody will have their back instead of jumping on them first, I'd like to see some of those, although maybe they don't exist in California, but I'd like to see some of those alpha male police officers there, because I want to see some consequences to it. Every time I hear something like this happen, and, there are no arrests, like what happened at the UC Berkeley thing, that pisses me off.
Or like here in Pittsburgh, where we have a flaming communist mayor. But the police department is the police department.
Right.
They're not political. They're people that are risking their lives, and we've got bad parts of town just like any other city, and they're out there and my son's a firefighter in the city, and firefighters and police are kind of the same breed rather. And he told me like 95%. I shouldn't say that. I'll get people in trouble here, but they were out there in an area where there was protests, and they threw a couple flashbangs to herd them in the direction they wanted them to go. And the mayor was in a local establishment and came out in the street and admonished the police commander. And the next day it was news, and everybody was against the mayor. Man, I'd say, don't mess with him. He's doing his job. He's keeping us safe here. I think that there's a crisis brewing in these leftist-ruled cities. People are leaving them left and right. That's national news.
It is. It is. Ladies and gentlemen, you listen to the Wayne Dupree Show. I'm your host, Wayne Dupree, along with Hutch Bailey Jr. and Miss Stacy Rush. We're talking about we're going to jump to other subjects in it, but I really wanted to highlight it because I really thought, it made my weekend actually. I don't know if I was angry before that, but I was laughing my tail off at watching them try to get away in sand. I mean, you know, I mean, I got to understand you running on blacktop trying to get away, but they're running in sand. That means they ain't going nowhere.
No, that was wonderful. That really was.
And one of them really took it,
in
man.
California.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. And look, you know what? I felt like one of those parents watching two kids, your kid fighting the bully, but you standing around the corner of the wall. You ain't getting in it, but you looking out to make sure nobody else get in it, and you be like, get him. No. Uppercut. Yeah, you know.
The problem with today is these parents today, they're right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the circle, you know, especially the moms, man. The moms are brutal. Hit them, kick them,
Yeah, I know.
It's like, man, stop that.
Terry in the chat room said, Wayne, did you hear the reporter during the press conference today ask Spicer if the Trump team has considered reaching out to Hillary Clinton for advice? You know what? Honestly, and I hope that y'all don't. I hope that nobody's. Well, actually, I don't think nobody's on this show or nobody listening to this show's feelings are going to get hurt. But why in the hell would Donald Trump or anybody on his team reach out to a criminal?
Let me just tell you my answer, and he was so much more politically correct about it. He asked that question, and I would have said no. Next. I mean, Jesus, it was this. Every question today, and I only listened to 2 minutes, and that happened to be one of the minutes. But they were all over him all day long about just stupid crap, and I don't know how he keeps his composure half the time.
Yeah, I love the guy though. I'll tell you, he's good.
He is good.
You know, that's right up along the lines, Wayne, of I'm watching Fox News, and I don't know what show it was, but I'm watching it. It's like, stay tuned. Karl Rove coming up with his advice for the Republicans during the health care bill. And I'm like, why would anybody listen to Karl Rove's advice? This guy is like advice failure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's right up there with Stephen Hayes and oh my goodness. Wake up, guys.
I know. Just wake up, y'all. All right, so we got another person leaving the Trump White House. But look, let me tell you something. Yeah, I'm going to tell everybody this so that you know, because I even talked about it today on the Political Insider when I did my video. Just because somebody leaves doesn't mean the whole world is cracking. Okay?
No, it happens all the time.
It happens all the time. People leave, people join. People leave, people join. It's just that when you have the media in charge of disseminating information, then they're going to report the worst case of everything. So, Boris, every time
he's a bad apple anyway.
You know what? Thank you very much. I want to keep on. I want to say Yeltsin every time, but it's not Boris Yeltsin. Let's see, what's his name? Boris Epstein. Epstein.
He was a bully. I heard he was a real bully.
Well, yeah. I mean, God bless him. God bless him wherever he goes. He never gave me an interview, so screw it. But
that's it. Communist.
You know,
he's an infiltrator.
You really weren't on the team anyway. No. But hey, I hope that you land with your feet up and you're able to walk off.
Yeah, if you land with your feet up, that's a pretty rough landing.
You break those ankles, right? Now,
what was his name? I don't even think I've ever heard of him.
Boris. He was the guy that really took it to the media whenever he had a chance, and he was unapologetic. Boris
he was like the advanced
Epstein.
guy that went to the media before the big guys got there and decided who was going to get interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess he was pretty upfront.
Yeah, no, he was up front, and now he's out the door. But you know, again, don't worry about it. People leave, and honestly, there's going to be more people leaving, and then there's going to be more people. That's just how government works.
And also, it's what Trump is famous for. He's famous for shuffling personnel. That's what he does.
You got to get the right team.
He's famous for firing people.
Right.
So.
and hiring people.
What was his job? He was special assistant to the president. So, the way that the media is reporting it. That's why I said it the way I said it, because you're gonna hear the media talk about it. Actually, they try to talk about it over the weekend. Whatever, man. Al Sharpton is back in the news.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, tricky. The Rev is angry because Ivanka is allegedly getting office space in the White House for a
What, and
position.
he's not.
Right. Well, his feelings are hurt of all the times that he got in the White House under President Obama. But hold on, wait a minute. Let me back that up. Because I don't call him president. I mean, even in my writings, if you go to my website, I don't call him President Obama. I call him Barack Obama. I call him by that his birth name.
Barry Soetoro.
Frank Marshall Davis Jr., if you really want to be frank.
the Frank Marshall Davis III.
That's right.
His father was a communist that made his mom take those pictures that are on Google.
They're on there. They're out there now, ladies and gentlemen. Not a whole lot of people have that distinct
George Washington's mom.
characteristic.
George Washington's mom is not even on Google like that.
Nope, his wooden teeth aren't even on there.
No, but Barack Obama. Your mama is on the internet. Yeah.
And he does not look like his fake daddy either. He looks like his real daddy.
Yeah, no. He does.
Mhm.
Okay, but
Just like Chelsea Hubble, same thing. I mean,
You know
look at
what?
that, she got them jowls. She got them hog jowls. She got that Webster. And the older she gets, the more she looks like Webb.
let me tell you something.
Poor girl.
She is a Hubble. She is not a Clinton.
And she's dumb as hell. Did you hear the
I saw the tweet.
Oh, no. What a moron.
I saw the tweet. I cannot believe. And then they trying to say that she gonna run for office.
Yeah, I know, right?
Listen, she's got less charisma than her mother does. I mean, seriously, that chick is bad and stupid.
For those that don't know what I'm talking about, okay, I got this Abraham Lincoln bobblehead doll up here. Okay, Abraham Lincoln, all right? Abraham Lincoln. Now
This is classic. Man.
I got Donald Trump right here with the "Make America Great Again" red cap on. There was a tweet that is put out with the red cap on top of Abraham Lincoln. The red cap right here, the red baseball cap now, baseball cap. Baseball cap is on top of the president, Abraham Lincoln, who was president in the 1800s.
circa 1863, ladies and gentlemen.
There was no baseball, dumb twit. So she responded in a tweet that said, "Please tell me that's photoshopped."
Please, there was an extra please on the end. I mean,
What got me, Hutch, is that when I looked at it, because I also did that story today, 1,400 people retweeted her.
oh, no doubt, man. There's some dumb
There are some dumb people out there,
people
man.
out there.
I mean, look, you know what? Get off Twitter. God darn it.
The good part, guys, is that the leftist people out there, they don't parent their kids.
No.
They don't feel a need. They think that they're in school, and they've created this giant glut of dummies that are out there that can't tell you what year the War of 1812 was fought in.
Nope, sure can't.
You know, I mean, they're dumb.
1776? No, man, get up. Get in the classroom. Get out of the
The
classroom.
Yankees. You know, I mean, it's horrible.
It's
You
horrible.
know, so please teach your kids. At least teach them the important stuff.
Get off.
You know what I mean?
Get off.
Teach them the important stuff.
Get off of Twitter. I mean, stay off Twitter for about an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. There's no way that. Please tell me this is Photoshop. There was no
And
baseball.
meant it.
There was no.
And meant it,
No.
man.
She meant it.
Got the best education money could buy.
She didn't have no emojis. She didn't have no LOL like she was playing. She didn't come back and say, "Oh, I was kidding." She was serious.
Webster Hubble is turning over in his federal jail cell.
Yeah, probably said, "That ain't my
Praying
daughter."
for his-
Probably said, "Nope. That's not my daughter. Nope."
Yeah, yeah, right. That girl's too ugly to be. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
She's hard to look at.
Yeah. Why are Democratic women ugly, dude?
Oh man, them jowls.
I was looking at. I mean, I was doing a story on Maxine Waters. It'll be on Wayne Dupree later tonight. But Kerosene Maxine Waters' face is I'm sorry. No, annoying.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Do you want to know why?
Yeah.
You do.
Go ahead. Time barrier.
My theory on why liberals are so ugly is that there are all these chicks from high school who could never get a date.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
they hated the cheerleaders
Mm-hmm.
and they grew up to be feminists, and now they're all Democrats. And
That
I
makes
think I think that's why they're all ugly. Just my
That's probably
That makes
it
sense.
that is a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Although in some quarters the ugly girls had a lot of good times. That was with them guys, you know
With
hang
those
around
ugly
them kind of
guys, yeah. But
Forget about it.
those ugly guys are in jail right now.
And then we got all the girly boys and their skinny jeans. I mean, I just can't
that's-
take them. I hate the party altogether. I'm
I
like,
do too.
I
do
would,
too.
I wouldn't want to be associated with either one, but it's usually, the boys who got picked on and beat up by the football players and the basketball players and what have you, and then the ugly chicks. They all became Democrats, and that's just my theory.
The ones that got beat up by the football team are talking about Greenpeace now and hugging
I
trees.
know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they got better looking nails than mine, getting their
Oh, my
manis
God.
and petties. And,
Oh my God! You know what? The first time I ever saw a guy with manicured nails, I couldn't take my eyes off of it because I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. They were shining. His fingernails were shining. It's almost like he had acrylic on that thing. I was like, he was like, "What's wrong, Wayne?" Nothing.
Oh man, and it crosses racial barriers too, man.
Oh,
I'm
it
sitting
does.
there
Yeah.
thinking I'm thinking of the black guys I used to run around with, and I'm looking now at these guys. I'm like, dude, you look like a rainbow. What the hell are you wearing? What is up with that do, man? It's going up there. Come on, man. It's not even like you couldn't intimidate a crossing guard.
Right.
and we
You know,
wonder
it's
why
sad,
they were running.
And we wonder why all these people want to invade us. It's like, look at what we got standing in the lock,
I'm
man.
telling you, they were like one generation of completely ruining us from the inside.
You're
By
right.
changing these men to girly little
Oh
girls.
my God! It's like, can
who-
we get some toy guns back in the toy store?
I know. For
Can we please
frick's
start playing
sake.
cowboys and Indians or something?
Hey, tell me something. Well, actually, Patrick Stewart, and I never liked him as the captain of the Enterprise anyway, is supposed to be mimicking Kellyanne Conway.
See, there you go. There's another guy that's
Oh
going to try
God,
to be
who's
a woman.
gonna dress up like a girl? What
Yeah.
I'm looking at the photo right now on Drudge.
Now I got to say that woman that dresses up like Spicer.
She
I'm sorry.
was
That's funny.
hysterical.
Quiet,
That is funny,
quiet,
man. I'm
quiet.
I'm sorry. No, that's almost there. That is funny. When she went in that box and she pulled that moose out and that lamb out, she said, "Moose lamb. It's a moose lamb." I'm like, oh my God, that was a good. I like comedy, man. I can take a little.
Yeah. Oh man, we do.
self-deprecation.
Yeah, we do comedy on here all the time. What do y'all know about Elon Musk?
Nothing.
I don't either, but
He's a rich dude who's
did
fascinated
you
with
go?
living in outer space.
okay.
Yeah, but
Because
where
on
did he make
Drudge,
fun?
well, on Drudge right now it says Musk to connect brains with computers to download thoughts. What do y'all think about that?
I should be watching it, but that's over my head, man. I'm not that smart.
Stacey,
Just
Wait, what'd you say? Say that again.
Elon Musk to connect brains with computers to download thoughts.
Yeah, no thanks. And I really don't want people knowing my thoughts. That's why I try hard to keep my mouth shut every once in a blue moon. But it won't surprise me. I'm telling you, I get a little scared about what's coming down the pipe with
You know what?
you think
Yeah.
about how
Yeah.
much technology has changed over the last 20, 25 years and dang, I mean, it makes me a little nervous.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I agree. I agree. That, I
Me
mean,
too.
there's something. You know what?
It's coming though. It's coming.
We have. I told y'all. Hutch has told y'all. Stacy has told y'all. We've told you on this show, and excuse me, we're not gonna hold any punches. That if you don't start speaking up and you don't start standing up for America, and its values, and what the Constitution really stands for, and the Bill of Rights. If you don't really start standing up for these things, in the next 20 years, 25 years, Congress is going to consist of about maybe 35% Muslim representatives.
Oh yeah.
And
Guaranteed.
and then what will you do then? Because they're already, like Hutch said, I think it was last week or the week before last. Hutch said that there's a community that they're already in charge of the city council.
Hamtramck, Michigan.
And if they're in charge of the city council, they control what's happening in that community.
See,
And if they start sending people to Congress, they already got a couple of fake ones up there now. But I mean, if they have, yeah,
Keith Ellison
Yeah,
and Andre Carson.
yeah, they're all fake. Well,
Recruiting
wait a
though.
minute.
They're
You know what?
recruiting though.
You know what? I'll come back to that in a second. Muslim Women's Day hashtag. Did y'all see that on
No,
Twitter?
that's like a Muslim Women Day. That's something that's kind of doesn't work.
I know
No,
that's an
exactly.
oxymoron, isn't it?
Yes.
That's what I was looking for,
Yes.
Stacey. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for, Hutch.
Alzheimer's, is kicking in a little bit. I'm getting a little older,
A Muslim girl website created by and for Muslim women have partnered with media outlets to designate March 27th as Muslim Women's Day. They don't know what they're playing with.
When I see something like that, you know what I think of, Wayne? I think of three guys with AK-47s at some woman's head saying, you better make this website. Because
Yeah.
what's in it for the women, man? I mean,
There's
there's nothing in
there's
it
no
for
way.
them
There's no way.
except surgery.
There's no way. There's no way. And I tweeted this out earlier, and I want y'all women out there to take this and share it. American women are not going to change Muslim women.
No.
It ain't happening. You're not going to liberate them. They follow their Bible. They follow their Quran to the T.
Or
And
they get forced,
oh yeah.
or they'll get killed, or get acid thrown in their face.
Yeah.
And there's several, you can go online and see that. It happens all the time. They get acid thrown in their face for some of the most smallest infractions. I mean, just like looking at somebody funny, acid in the face.
Yeah.
And it burns their eyes out. It's horrible. I mean, to see a woman Muslim organization, somebody's forcing them. There's no love. They have the worst life on planet Earth today, really, other than a slave, which they basically are. I was on vacation, Wayne, down at Virginia Beach. It's 95 degrees out on the beach. And the Muslim guy and the Muslim boys and the kids are dressed like they just came from Disney World. And their mother is in full head to toe black. I don't know what the whole uniform's called, but it's slavery with a little slit for her eyes, trying to dip her foot in the ocean.
You know what? I was just thinking about something. Maybe. Now, I know it's not going to happen, but maybe if the women did start fighting back,
Yeah, buddy.
maybe if the Muslim women started fighting back, then things would be a whole lot different.
Okay,
And that's the
I'm,
key.
I'm just gonna say too, it looks like they could probably take most of those Muslim
Exactly,
men.
right,
I'm
right,
just saying.
right.
They're like liberal women, right?
Girly men, man. Yeah.
They covered that
there's
up for a reason.
Yeah,
Like
that's
little
right.
la-
and they
lady
look
boys.
like they could take somebody out.
Yeah.
They're all lady
It was so bad when Wayne.
boys anyway.
And this is a reason why it was so bad when Wayne, when Barack Obama.
Wait, you still got it wrong.
when Barry Soetoro,
Yeah, okay. All right.
when he had the chance, when Iran was going, when they were having their elections after Ahmadinejad, and there was a really good chance that he was going to be defeated, and we just kicked back, man. And Soetoro just let them murder their people, and the women were behind that. Were behind that uprising, and I believe exactly what you said. The women are going to be the ones that at least start this.
If they do it, they probably got a good chance, and they won't. I know they won't, but if something just snaps in them, and then they start passing notes under those black things that they wear,
If General Mattis starts putting a whooping on them, they might realize that it's probably cheaper if we get rid of these people than if we keep them here. Because I see Mattis, I see him blowing up dams and stuff. I don't have to blow the whole country up. I'll just blow this dam up, and they'll all be underwater.
Old
Keep an eye
Miser,
on 'em.
Old Miser in the RSBN chat room. I'm kind of switching off just for a second. Old Miser said, "What happened to your channel on YouTube, Wayne? Did they shut you down?" Yeah, they shut me down. They shut me down a couple weeks ago. CNN complained.
Though, right?
Yeah, well, I created another one, so I will put the link in the chat room a little bit later. But yeah, they took it down because I had a video of CNN, that Russian woman telling them stop lying and stop spreading fake news. Well, I guess CNN wants to get that off YouTube, so they complained, and then YouTube just took down the whole channel. The whole channel.
Took everything down. Too.
The whole channel. Stuff that didn't even have to do with it.
I had stuff on my website from there. Like my favorite thing. The interview with Sean Spicer that nobody else got at CPAC, ladies and gentlemen. The interview.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody.
CPAC.
That's right. Nobody else
yep. got. Just the Wayne Dupree show got it.
Yeah, sure did.
And RSBN got it.
Yep.
Took that down too off my website.
Yeah.
Ticked me off.
Yep. You're right, because I went to some of my web pages and all you got is that gray box.
I know, right? It's like, I went there, I'm like, I wanted to show it to somebody, right? It's like, oh man,
I know. God, man. But no,
well, and you guys heard they're even going to start censoring even more on YouTube. When
that happens, we'll just get away from YouTube. That's all.
Yeah. With all these restrictions going on, I mean, it's just a freaking mess over there.
Yeah, when that happens, we'll just get away from YouTube. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, going back to what I was talking about with the we have to be diligent in taking. Oh, let me and I think these go hand in hand. We have to be diligent in telling our officials or electing officials that think like us. In 2018, they have to realize that the Muslim threat of taking over our government is in effect, and they are they've been planning it for a long time. They've been planning it. They're trying to get people elected. They're trying to put people into places.
They're doing it.
You can call me crazy. You can call me nuts. You can call me touched all you want to. But I'm gonna be sitting back in 25 years, just sitting back in my rocking chair. I told them. I told them they didn't want to listen.
Let me say this and separate myself from Wayne and Stacy as I say this, and make this my just strictly my analysis. You look at CPAC, ladies and gentlemen. You look at the board of trustees, and you look at the Republican Party, and you see Grover Norquist. And he's got a majestic seat right up there with all the bigwigs, and Suhail Khan is right with him. Suhail Khan, a Muslim, married to a Muslim. Grover Norquist, married to a Muslim from Pakistan. And you see them, they brought the Muslim Brotherhood right into the George W. Bush administration, and you wonder why some of this stuff happens. And I'm just saying, that's me speaking. But we have to pay attention to this. That is all.
That is all.
I'm going to stop right there. I could go further, but I'm not going to. I'm saying it's not just the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
These people are smart, man. They are good at what they do. And they have been so smart that they come on Sean Hannity's show and they execute Takia and they lie on that show.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean doesn't know any better. God bless him. He doesn't know, but they're lying to him. And this is something that we have to get a handle on it.
Oh, man.
I love you, Sean, man, but I'm telling you, it is what it is.
President
That's
Trump,
me, not Wayne.
President Trump, yeah, that's not me. President Trump is tweeting out right now, 17 minutes ago, why isn't the House Intelligence Committee looking into the Bill and Hillary deal that allow big uranium to go to Russia?
Thank you.
Russian speech, money to Bill, the Hillary Russian reset, praise of Russia by Hillary, or Podesta Russian company. Trump Russian story is a hoax.
It has been from the beginning.
It absolutely has been. And God knows, I hope some of these intelligence reports come out soon so that people can actually see it in black and white, because it sounds like it was all just a ruse to get, intel on the transition.
Did you hear?
They keep bringing it up. They keep bringing it up, too.
Did you hear about Nunez, too? The day before he went public. You remember he got in front of the cameras Wednesday morning and he looked like he saw a ghost?
Yeah.
Well, he had met the person that was
at
the
not
whistleblower
at the White House, but yeah,
on the White House grounds. And
then later he went in the skiff. I mean, he went in the skiff.
Yeah.
But boy, that was the other thing. Thank y'all for reminding me. I felt real dumb a little bit earlier when I was talking about Spicer's press conference. That was the other thing too. They can't be bothered to talk about the stories that Donald Trump was tweeting about, you guys. But boy, they can sure spend all press conference long. Did Nunez meet in the White House? Did he talk to anyone in the White House? Are you saying that he got the information from the White House? Who's his source? Where's the source? How about you investigate facts?
Right.
But they are on the hunt for whoever that poor, whistleblower is. Imagine that their identity is going to get blown pretty soon, because the press will absolutely work like a freaking dog to try and find anything that they think could potentially make Donald Trump look bad. And right now they're going after Nunez to try and make Donald Trump look bad. And that just pisses me off.
Let me ask y'all both something. Senator Grassley wants answers. Okay. He said that he sent a letter to the FBI inquiring to know who funded the British spy. Now, that's Grassley did that, and he sent it to the FBI. My question, and this goes along with something that you were saying too, Stacey, why hasn't the media done that? Because just like you said, the media has been so stuck on what he tweeted about, what he tweet now, that they aren't going for the money. So many of y'all in the chat room said, look for the money, go after the money, go after the money. The media does no journalism. There's no journalism. They sit in their office, they tweet, they troll, and then they have their little staffers pick up the watch Donald Trump's timeline, and then they come in there and then they make a story out of it. They make a story out of it.
And it's interesting, though, there is this whole Russian conspiracy with Trump. There is a real story there. The Obama's administration having this intel on his transition team and releasing it back to the White House. There is a real story. There is like Woodward and Bernstein stories there. And nobody's covering it. Instead, they're like, oh, like you said, what did he tweet? What did they say today? Who said that? Anything that they think is going to make Donald Trump, they will work their butts off to find that, but they won't do a dang thing on stories that this is some real significant crap that's going down right now. And no one wants to cover that.
They can't tell us where the money comes from because nobody's researching it. They can't tell us about the real Russian connection with our government, the real one that who is it? Somebody came out this afternoon and said
Podesta.
That they are trying to hide Obama's connection and the server, Hillary server. The guy was talking about Obama had to change his name on Hillary's server, so he knew that she had a server. He said that Hillary and Barack, both of them, should be brought up on espionage charges.
You're damn right. They
Just
should.
that
And, you know,
fact alone.
Yes.
Just
you
that
see
alone.
these people, what they're doing now with Donald Trump, and you look at the omission that they executed during the Obama administration, the politics of omission, where they just didn't cover things, you know, and big things, real big things. You look at all the bodies, and it's just something that, you know, if the media, certain people in the media are not targets of investigation, we're doing something wrong. Because these are the people that tell the vast majority of the American people. We've talked about this 100 times. We've got a good audience, but we don't have 350 million people listening to us. We should, but we don't.
Right,
But there
you
are
did.
200 million people listening to these criminals that are not reporting on purpose things that are going on. The New York Times had to come out and call out CNN and MSNBC for not covering the Rockville, Maryland illegal immigrant rapes. Not at all. Didn't cover it at all. So bad, the New York Times had to come out and say that.
And
We
how
have
about
to fix that.
somebody in the RSBN chat room, Lynn Jean, I think it is Lynn Jean. What about the Anwan brothers?
Yes.
That they're
yes.
not. Why is that
Yes.
not? Again,
Yes.
that's a huge story just sitting there
Yep.
for somebody to really take it on. And the only place I see it covered, Daily Caller. That's it.
Right.
Nowhere else.
Well, you know what? I did do the story when a week after it happened. I did put that story up on WayneDupree.com about those brothers, but nobody in the
That's like
government
2 months old,
didn't.
man.
Right? Exactly. But
And that-
they were fired. But I don't know where they are though. I don't know
But
where
that's
they are.
like wartime crimes. These people,
Mhm.
remember, that was right before the
Right
raid
before
into
that
Yemen,
raid.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
where we lost men, and they had access to everything. And Andre Carson, Muslim Indianapolis, was part of that too. You know, and this is something that we have to quit standing for this.
Yeah. I know.
Oh
You're
my
right.
goodness.
You're
Now,
right.
You get me
You're right.
fired up to the end of the
You're right.
show here. Huh?
You're right. You're right.
No, I mean, we're in crisis here.
That's why I said listening to the show and then reacting when it's over is very important. Is very important.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just I know we make you laugh, make you mad sometime, but the stuff that we talk about, we really want to inform you and we really want to educate you on these things. Now,
Our hearts are in this, ladies and gentlemen.
oh yeah, and I'm not racist for saying that in the next 30 years that Muslims could take over Congress. I'm not. That's just the plain truth. That's just the plain truth.
And Muslims can be Caucasian. Just look in the Caucasus.
That's true too.
I mean, they represent every single race on the planet.
Yeah,
There
they
are
do.
Muslims
Yeah.
it represented in every race on this planet.
Yeah.
No race involved here. This is about survival.
Yep. So, I mean, I'm not saying kill them all. I'm not saying that. But I am saying this. I think that we should be sticking up for our country a whole lot more than what we used to. I remember, I'm old enough to remember more patriotism than I'm seeing right now. And I'm talking about even with y'all, even with the people that are watching right now. And most of you are patriots. Most of you are just watching the show to see what I'm going to say. And you're not sharing the show, but whatever. But a lot of you are patriots, but there were more patriots I remember back there in the day. Back there in the day, there were more patriots out there. There were more I saw more flags on houses back then. I don't see it right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You never heard of Muslims coming in from the north, taking over towns in Minnesota and up there. You never heard of Muslims coming in from the south through our borders from the south. You never heard. I mean. Just report from the Daily Caller today. Ever since the court turned back Trump's temporary freeze, over 8,000 refugees have come into this country, and I think it said 1,000 of them have come from Syria, or was it 7,000? 7,000 have come from Syria. Either it was 1,000 1,000, close to 2,000, or either were
Lots
7,000
of
have
them.
come from Syria. They're not getting vetted, y'all. They're not getting vetted. And I wish. I was thinking about this, y'all, and y'all tell me, and y'all tell me what you think. I wish that every time our Republican pundits go on TV and the subject of immigration comes up, or the subject of refugees come up, I wish that our people would say one question: where are you going to put them?
Right. Are they going in your district?
Yeah, where are you going to put them?
You
Well,
saw
and-
that federal judge in Hawaii. I think we should ship them all to Hawaii.
Oh,
Mhm.
absolutely. And there was a poll recently talking about how many people want, to live in a sanctuary city or a city designated, and it was like 30 something percent. And the vast majority of those people are the 1%ers,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know why? Because
they can
they're not
wall
going to be
themselves
affected
off.
by it.
Nope.
They can have
Right.
their own damn walls.
Yep.
They're not going to be bothered by it.
That's right.
It drives me up the freaking world.
serious,
But
man.
yet, the mainstream media bubble out there would have you believe that every single one of us believe in that.
Yep.
That every single one of us want to live in a freaking sanctuary city, and no one does, except
Nope.
for the people who will never be affected by it.
The United
Like Paul
States,
Ryan. Like Paul Ryan with his wall around his house.
and Barack Obama and his wall around his rented house. The United States is not a sanctuary country. It is not.
Nope.
It is not. And I'm tired and I'm tired of looking at these people that will run away from their own country and then come over here and protest for their rights.
Right.
Well,
Why are you going to run away from your own country and then come to the same crap
they
over
need you.
here?
Where
Yeah.
they need you to fight, but no.
you don't want to fight. Yeah. I don't want to fight over there, but I come over here and fight for my rights over
Right.
here. This ain't your country.
Fight for my welfare benefits. Grub stubs and
Don't even
whatnot.
make sense, man. Don't even make. I mean, I'm serious. Tomorrow we have Tommy Robinson joining the
Yeah.
show. Tommy
From
Robinson
the EDL.
from England. He's going to be calling into the show. I saw. I mean, oh my God, this beautiful video. I'm a dude, but I fell in love with him. I serious. I mean, because he was so passionate. I love to see passionate people like that. But he was calling out the British government, and he was calling out the media, and he was laying it. Look, and I've been over in England twice, so I know exactly what he's talking about. But that was years ago, so it's gotten worse since. But he's going to be on tomorrow.
Wayne,
night.
I'll tell you, he's about my height,
Mhm.
but he weighs about half as much as me, and he goes out among the moose lambs.
Oh yeah, he does.
I mean, he's out there
Mhm.
he's taking some physical hits.
Oh yeah, you know what?
This dude is a hero.
I saw a picture of him in the hospital. I think
Yeah,
it looked like he
that's
was
him.
like beat up bad. But we got Tommy Robinson coming on tomorrow night, and then we got Kurt Schilling coming on Wednesday night. We finally got him on. So, Stacey, how can people reach out to you on social media?
Hey, you guys, thanks so much for having me. It's been a pleasure as always. And you can reach me easiest on Twitter at discoveringme40. And I am the Right Rush on Gab.
Hutch.
Hey, go to steelcityresistance.blogspot.com. I'm Hutch Bailey Jr. on Facebook. Burger's Eye View on Twitter. Good night, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wayne Dupree. You can contact me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Gab. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show. If you would like to contribute to the show, we have a Patreon up now, patreon.com/WWD Show. And we want to thank everybody listening to the show. Don't forget, we'll be back here tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully, we'll see you then. If not, make sure you share the show. And I hope that you enjoyed yourself. God bless. Wait, hold on. God bless, and we are out of here.